Hello everyone, welcome to my workshop today. It's day 555 today, amazingly, and I'm going to take you through how to make a poem from just a few prompts to start with. So there's no requirement to do anything particularly special apart from probably just try and catch what thoughts come into your mind at a particular point. So we're going to start by making a list of 6 things. I suggest how you do this is that you write down almost like the categories I give you. So the first one is going to be a historical figure. The second one is going to be a specific location, so some specific place. The third one is going to be a kind act or gesture. So a kind act or gesture. Fourth one is a colour. The fifth one is something in the sky. And the sixth one is a flower. It's a flower. So if you just take a couple of minutes, maybe pause the video and just write down whatever comes into your head when you think of those. So just pause the video and do that. Okay, so having done that, you have a list. I'll tell you my list. So the historical figure was a painter called L.S. Lowry. The location was a beach at a place called Roker, which I visited this weekend. The kind act or gesture was holding somebody's hand. The colour was a kind of a really intense blue, an almost iridescent blue. Something in the sky, I chose the wind, not that you can see it, but you can certainly feel it. And the flower, I chose a pink water lily. So I had 6 things, and with those 6 things, I was going to try and make a poem. And what you will find is that when you look at that list and study it for maybe, I don't know, a few minutes, something will emerge from it that possibly is a story you want to tell, or it might be some description you want to give, or it might be some kind of conversation. You can absolutely do what you want with it. I usually encourage people to try and use at least 4 of the 6 items in some way or another. For example, the location that I chose, I just used as my title. I didn't actually put it in the poem at all. And if you can't use 4, try and use 3 or 2 or just use 1 as a start. So something should be coming into your head in terms of what you want to write about, and then it's really just a matter of writing it. You might be comfortable with rhyming. You might just want to write descriptively. You might want to take a particular tone with your poem. That's completely up to you. And that's the wildness of the writing. That generally, for most people, in the process, something happens and they start to find that they have something that they can shape and maybe edit and maybe work with. A little tip I'll give you is that usually when I have written my poem, I record it on my phone, just on the voice recorder, so I can hear back the rhythms of it, and that often picks up things that aren't quite right. Right, so I think it's quite nice to hear these out loud. I'm going to read you mine. I don't pretend that it's anything special at all, but it's what emerged from those words. I thought you might be interested to hear. So I have called it Roker Beach, September 2021. An expanse of slowly retreating sea leaves the flat sands, mirror glazed. Silhouettes of dogs racing, people chasing or strolling aimlessly, prints on my mind. Far distant, the fading striped lighthouse enfolds the harbour, built to both repel and save. Rising, resilient, squat but unflinching from the wildest stormy winter, from the worst wave. Unlike the pier, the cliffs have crumbled, caves of ochre limestone returning now as sand. Only the cannonball rocks remain, barnacle-skinned, bedecked with seaweed, hosting quiet rock pools. The only roughness in this glassy strand. You tell me how L.S. Lowry loved this beach. He'd stay here, watch the day trippers have their fun. Was it the industry he loved? The mighty river meeting the sea? Or perhaps just these tiny people moving across this northern canvas, happy then and free. So just a quiet little poem with a little bit of rhyme and a few questions and some description. It's hard to capture sometimes, but that was my attempt for today. I hope you've enjoyed listening, and I very much hope that you'll have a go at doing this yourself, and any comments, feedback would be really very much appreciated. But I shall carry on with this, and we'll see you again in a few days. Until then, you take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.